Guys, you like horrific and gory comic books? Well, this is a book for you. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0 and fans. I'm your host, Mike Spider Slayer, giving you this overview of the first volume of Something is Killing the Children. Let me just tell you, guys, you have been mentioning to me for the longest time, why aren't you reading this book? If you like Tinian, why aren't you reading this book? Mike Spider Slayer, you need to read this book. And I'm like, yeah. So it basically takes a pandemic for me to go out there, find something new to read, to actually get me to read it. And let me just tell you guys, this book was absolutely phenomenal. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take you on the overhead view. I'm going to share with you a little bit of the story. I'm going to share with you with the art, and I'm going to tell you guys to go buy this right now. So let's go on the overhead view and let's see what this story is about, shall we? All right, here we go. So Something is Killing the Children. This is volume 1. Right away, this cover screams out to you. It's like, buy me. If you like horror, if you like gore, like this is it, right? You get to see this mysterious blonde. She's got this machete. She's got this mask that she's wearing. And you're like, man, what is this? Who is killing these children, right? For a title, for a book to be named this, you're like, is it this chick? Well, that I think would be too obvious, right? So great looking cover. And when you flip it over, we wind up getting to see kind of the synopsis that's going on here of what this story is about. It tells you a little bit about Erica, who is the main character in this book. She is this monster hunter. We get to see that this book is $15 and that it's recommended for the ages of 13 and older. So, and if you're kind of, sensitive to gore and stuff like that, I wouldn't recommend this book. But if you like a good horror book or gory book, this is definitely one for you. Let's check out the artwork in this book, okay? Really cool artwork, I think. I think it fits... fits the tone of the book. There's a very mysterious feel to this book, or tone, especially when it comes to like the monsters. They're like very dark in this series, and so when you do see the monster, they're very, like I said, very dark, and it's like you don't see an overall shape to them, right? So quite interesting here. And you get to see places like Applebee's, that's called Applebeans, which is places they go to eat and stuff. There's a place that's called, like, it's supposed to be like a Home Depot store, and it's called something else and whatnot. And as this issue goes along, you get introduced to our main character. Her name is Erica. I'm not going to tell you her last name because it's kind of hilarious, but she's a very mysterious character. You don't know too much about her. She talks to this like octopus puppet that's kind of right here on the side, on the bottom of the page right here, and it like talks back to her. You get to see a little bit about her history, how looks like she's been fighting for the children for many years. She's about 33 years old. She's got this mysterious green eyes, and there's a point to those eyes as you read further in this actual book. Okay, so quite interesting. You also get introduced to this character right here, this guy. His name is John. He has a mysterious, he has a sister that went missing, but they never found the body, and it's obviously the same phenomenon that's been killing these children, okay? And he comes across Erica and Erica's little sidekick for right now by the name of James. Now, James is probably the main character in this book, okay? Because what happens is he winds up losing all his friends. Supposedly, he saw something in the forest. They all went into the forest together, and all of a sudden, they actually went missing. They wound up dying, and he actually comes across and sees the death of some of his closest friends. Now, people blame him for particularly maybe killing his friends and whatnot, and but again, this one person that believes him is the monster hunter by the name of Erica. So quite interesting story there. So those are like your three main characters that kind of get this whole story going. As you read further into the first volume, you kind of see more that goes into our mysterious character here by the name of Erica, and kind of like she's something more than just a person that hunts monsters. And also, by the time you wind up getting to the end of this volume, you wind up finding out there's something that an adult needs to actually see these monsters. So it's something that the children have, where they see monsters and the adults don't actually see them. It's kind of confusing, but you got to kind of read it to understand what I'm talking about. But overall, when I read this book, I thought it was excellent. The characters in this book were all very intriguing. It doesn't overwhelm you with a ton of history. The book kind of just dives in, and right away it captures you from the first 3 pages you read in this book, and you're dived into this mystery. You get into the action, you get into the gore. So there's a good pacing in this book. So I definitely recommend this book. I think this probably reads really well. Obviously, this reads really well in trade because I read it in trade. And when I got done reading these 5 issues, because that's what this trade covers, it was like, it felt like 20 minutes went by. When you read this in single issues, I'm sure it's like, man, I gotta wait for the next issue, because you just want to keep going with this. But overall, this is a great book. When it comes down to it, you know, I'm gonna give this book an A+. So there you have it, guys. Something is Killing the Children is a must read. If you've read all your comics, you've read all your trades, and you're looking for something decent to read, this is it, right? Go on there, order it. I'm guaranteeing you will not be disappointed with it. I can't wait for issue 6 whenever we get new comics again. Guys, in the comments below, tell me what you thought of Something is Killing the Children. Is this one of your top reads right now? If it is, I want to hear it in the comments below. And if not, same thing. So what's next on my list? Well, the next thing we're going to be talking about is actually Monstrous Volume 1. This was recommended to me by my comic book shop, and I'm going to read this next, and I'll give you a review. So stay tuned for it. So guys, until next time, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye.